Yo, 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 what's up? It's your boy Coach Josh here, aka Coach Calvin Jr. That's what they call me around these parts. And today, we switching it up a little bit. I'm going to be interviewing my man Coach Squeeze. Got my big homie Coach G, aka Senior on the ones and twos here. And welcome to the Rise Podcast. Okay. Now, you know we got a big weekend, fellas. We got our up this own. Tank is fighting. Is it Isaac Cruz or Isaac Cruz? Isaac Cruz. So I know y'all.
Be Isaac Cruz after he get punched in the face.
Okay. I know y'all always interviewing people, asking them how they feel. What's y'all take on the fight? How y'all feel about the fight?
Yeah, see.
Either one. However y'all want to do it.
I think it's gonna be a fight. I think it's gonna be a tough fight because, like Tank said, like he's used to fighting tall fighters. And Issa is a little shorter than him, so now he's punching down. So he got to figure him out a little bit better than what he. You know what I mean?
Do you think that would give Tank an advantage though?
For like being the tallest,
being by him always had to fight taller fighters. Now he get to fight somebody that's shorter than him. Now he got a bigger reach advantage, whereas though he don't got to get inside or make it.
Tank gonna be Tank regardless. Like no matter, we didn't say that time at the time. Tank gonna be Tank. So especially with a guy that's like Issa who likes to come forward. Hey, that's just playing right in the Tank hands.
Squeeze, what you think?
Let me give you Coach Squeeze's take on the fight. Number one, the keys to Isaac, or whatever the damn name is, Cruz. Isaac Cruz beating Tank. In order for him to beat Tank or have a chance to beat Tank, he gonna have to have smart pressure. Don't overcommit, but smart enough to try to back Tank up on his heels. And, you know, they say he got a little power. His power better come to life if he has any type of chance to beating Tank. Okay. Now, the keys to Gervonta winning the fight, of course, he's the taller fighter in this situation. So he definitely, everything going to have to come off the jab. And you're going to see Tank boxing ability, which you already seen, but they say he can't box. But the keys to victory for Tank, for Gervonta, is work off his jab. He's going to touch him with the brick hand. He's going to come back with the hook. He's going to show you some different looks. He's going to use his explosiveness, use his IQ, and punches and bunches.
12 rounds of knockout.
Knockout. Those are the keys to victory for Gervonta. Depending on the rounds that it go is going to depend on Isaac Cruz. Why I say that? If he come to Tank, Tank gonna pick his teeth with him all day. If he back away from Tank, Tank gonna pick his teeth all day. If he goes sideways to Tank, Tank gonna pick his teeth all day. So in other words, what I'm saying is that he don't stand a chance. Mm-hmm. You know.
Knockout or 12 rounds, G. What you think?
Hold up on that. Let me ask Coach Squeeze a question. So you know how what they say, does Tank get him out the way immediately? Or does he work on some things that he feels as though he need to work on?
No. We do that. We know Gervonta is an immediately person because he like to go party at.
Okay.
Another big fight we have tomorrow. Jojo Diaz, Devin Haney. Squeeze. Who you like? Not tomorrow. I'm sorry. I got my days mixed up. Saturday. I'm thinking the day Friday.
Saturday. To be honest with you, to be fair, in my assessment, I haven't really seen a lot of Jojo Diaz. I've seen a little bit of him. So I'm going to be fair. I'm not going to really speak on the behalf of Jojo. But what they tell me, he's a pressure fighter. He like to bind. But I can guarantee you that my boy Devin Haney, I don't know what it is, man. I'm a Devin Haney fan. I definitely like me some Devin Haney. Devin Haney's smart. He's intelligent. I think you're gonna take him to school.
What about you, Coach?
I took JoJo.
Amazing.
I took JoJo.
Okay.
I mean, we talked about this yesterday. I took
I mean, it
JoJo.
is boxing. Everybody got a chance when you get that
Yeah,
random
yeah.
chance.
See,
But
because the thing is, Devin can try to stay on the outside, try to box him.
skills pay the bills, though.
But Devin ain't got no bang for his buck.
But he got a lot of skill.
He ain't got no bang.
He got a lot
He
of
ain't got no bang. JoJo got a little bang with him. So, you know what I mean? Like,
But you
JoJo.
gotta bang somebody. You gotta hit somebody.
JoJo gonna get in there. JoJo gonna get in there.
You didn't think Devin showed enough a bang with Linares his last fight?
No.
He stood in there. He took some
No.
big punches.
No.
He got wobbled a little bit and still came back in the 11th after that 10th that he got hurt and still came right back to Linares. He showed a lot of grit and heart in that fight.
That's an excellent point. I'm going with JoJo.
Okay, I'll take it.
I like JoJo.
Okay. Well, that's the fights. That fight is Saturday in Vegas, and then Tank fight Sunday in the Staples Center. Another thing that they talking about in the boxing world, do you think Canelo should move up to what's that, cruiserweight, or should
168.
No, he at 168 now. Well, that's where he fought Caleb Plant.
Cruiserweight.
So do you think he should move up to cruiserweight?
That's like
75, I believe.
75, 76.
75.
In that area.
I don't want to get no wrong. Yeah, I think it's 175.
Yeah, it's 170. Like, it got to be like 175, 178. The 175 to 178. That's cruiser.
That's heavyweight.
What he got left? What he got left for 168?
David Benavidez.
No. He can't move up. That's what I already said. He got to go. He got to give Benavidez.
My only thing is, and I got to give Canelo this. What do David Benavidez got to offer Canelo? But the fight fans a good fight. Something that we want to see. But when it comes to boxing,
that's for us.
He have no belts. Canelo really controlled the goddamn. He's the face of boxing. He could really do whatever he wants.
That's for us.
So, should he give what the fight fans want to see, or do what he should do best for his career?
It's a check regardless. So that's for us. Get the fans what they want to see. And you know, with everything that's transpiring now in the boxing world now, I think the fans are going to start getting more of what they want to see. Because, you know, like now, like even in Tank's division, like I think we're going to start seeing some big fights in 2022.
Okay, now do you still think it's the something as they call the four kings? We got Tank, of course.
Okay.
Ryan Garcia. We got Devin. And then we got Teofimo Lopez. Is he still a king?
The jury's still out on Ryan Garcia.
Okay. But he's still a big draw. He didn't lose yet.
And okay, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But Teofimo just dropped his crown,
so he's not considered a king. Do you think the fight with him and Devin makes sense, or Tank or anybody?
So let me let you know this: I didn't consider him one of the four kings. I didn't consider him a king. Like, you know what I mean? Teofimo, father hyped him up too much, and he didn't produce. If Teofimo would have fought Lomachenko and gave him that rematch, it would have been a little bit. We would have felt a little bit different about Teofimo. I mean, he took 2.5 years off, come right back, get his ass whooped. Can you really call him a king? Tank been fighting nonstop. Ryan Garcia, the bullshit and antics he keep pulling.
He's sick, depression right now.
He's sick. He hurt. He depressed. He mentally ill. Stop playing because there's really mentally ill people out here. True. I mean, you can't keep pulling these cards with people.
My only thing with Devin is he'll say he depressed, and then when Tank of somebody fight, the next day he on Twitter calling them out, talking crap. So it's like
people can't keep playing with these cards, man, because there's really people out there that people feel compassionate for. But when you pulling these bullshit cards, fake and sip them, it makes the next man, when he really feel like that, now man, it makes it look bad, like they call him Wolf. They're like they crying Wolf. Come on, man. Ryan Garcia, he need to get the fuck back in the ring. For real. Like,
no, Ryan has got a fight with I gotta check my Googles. I believe he got a fight coming up.
That's not the fight that's supposed to be.
You right.
You know that. You know that. Same thing for Tio.
So do you think Teofimo should still fight Devin Haney?
He dropped the bag. No,
anybody?
He got to go. His career is gonna go back the way it stopped at. Lomachenko. That's who brings his career back, and that's where his career left at. You see what I'm saying? Because that was supposed to have been a rematch.
Yeah, but he didn't want the rematch clause.
He
thought Kambosos was going to be an easy fight, and we seen what happened. That's my opinion, please. That's what I thought happened.
So, but like he fumbled big time. He dropped his bag. He dropped his bag big time. So like, it's no point in Tank fighting Teofimo.
So what fights do y'all want to see? At any weight class, 35, 47, and
Lorenzo Truck Simpson versus the Charlo brothers. I'm gonna keep on talking about that shit because that's what I want to see. Lorenzo Truck Simpson, pick the Charlo brothers.
That'd
That's
be
the
the
one I
big
want to
Charlo,
fight.
right?
Pick one.
Well, the one fight that the little brother, he can't because he would have to fight the bigger one, right?
Pick one. I got him beating both their
The
asses.
same night. Okay.
One day I heard him up the fighters like Doug House.
Yes. Me personally, I think Truck could beat anybody from 160 to 168. That's just my opinion. Truck's still young. He's still growing. So by the time
he gets solid, man. That motherfucker look like a fucking...
By the time he's still a baby. Man, he ain't even at his full potential grown man strength.
That motherfucker is
Truck 20,
solid.
21.
Good boxing IQ, great power. He another one who haven't really been able to show his boxing IQ.
So once he get to a few more fights under his belts, he's going to be a problem. Just like Boots Ennis. I think Boots is a
they running from Boots.
Problem.
They running from Boots.
I just think Boots need that one big name to just submit him in the boxing.
Who would you like to see Boots up against?
47? Danny Garcia. Well, Danny said he wasn't fighting. They both from Philly. They know each other, so I understand.
Gotta get that bad. What you think, Coach Squeeze? Boots versus who?
First of all, let me before I jump with the Boots thing, let me answer real quick about the tears of No Lopez. I knew he was a clown from the beginning because anytime you got somebody with 5 belts, got him from Lomachenko, which really that fight could have went either way. It should have been a rematch clause that was in there that like raised the eyebrow. I was just glad to see Lomachenko get beat because they was hyping him up. And he got exposed. Running his mouth too much, worrying about the fights, worrying about what Tank doing, worrying about what Devin doing, and not focusing in on his craft. So he got that money, that little payday, and him and his father got the yapping all over the damn place. You know, instead of just at the Tank knock people out. You don't hear Tank on TV talking about, yeah, I did this, and Cal, yeah, all of y'all out there. We don't do that. This the fight game. Anybody can get hurt. Anybody can get beat at any given time. Now, to my senior's next question about Boots Ennis, who would I like to see? Because Boots Ennis exposed Lipinets. He beat the shit out of Lipinets. And Lipinets gave Danny Garcia a hard way to go, even though Danny beat him. But the way he beat Sergey Lipinets, was so impressive. And Lipinets was tough. He went 6 rounds. But he was playing with his food, man. He was hitting him with some hellacious shots. And who would I like to see Boots on a come out on a name? I would say Ugas.
Ooh.
Ugas first.
How you feel about that, Coach Calvin Jr.?
That's actually a great fight. Ugas did get the belt from Pacquiao, right? What belt do Ugas got? The WBA, I believe?
He got a belt.
He got a belt.
Yeah, I think he got the WBA.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight for Boots to beat Ugas, which I think he could beat. But Ugas got a lot of experience. Don't just think Ugas is a walk in the park. He definitely for Sean Porter. You see what he did? He retired Pacquiao. So I'm not going to say it'd be an easy fight for Boots, but Boots strong. If Boots do win that fight, he can get a belt. That way he can start unifying belts with Earl, Terrence. Who else got a belt at 47? And
are we going to get Earl and Terrence?
Not probably for the next 2 years.
I don't think they could wait 2 years for Earl and Terrence. 2 years, that's a long time away.
I don't think
Bud ain't got that much time.
35.
Bud ain't got that much
36.
Bud ain't got that much time.
I don't think they're gonna make it happen right away.
They gotta go down to 2022. Bud ain't got that much time.
Should
Bud already said he trying to roll out.
But should Earl have a warm up fight. You know, he coming off retina, eye towards retina in his eye, coming off surgery. Should he get a warm up fight, or should we just put him in the ring with just Terrence Crawford? Do he deserve a warm up with somebody else before he just hopping in?
Hey,
with
Coach
Terrence?
Squeak, somebody told me one time, stay ready and you never got to get ready.
Yeah, but sometimes somebody told me without spaghetti ain't no meatballs. You know what I mean? And he better get some meatballs.
My only thing,
Because if he jump in the spaghetti and he ain't got no meatballs, there's gonna be a lot of sauce.
I just don't want Earl to take that for his first fight and he lose, and then
And then they'll be saying,
oh,
You
he
gotta
coming
give
off
the
this
chicken.
big
you
layoff.
gotta give him a
It was
tune-up
big
fight, yo.
layoff. Because the last person I know
So the
was,
T.O. get the same excuse?
no, T.O., that fight was postponed 5 times because they couldn't
More
sell no
than 5.
tickets.
More than 5.
5-6 times because they couldn't sell tickets. The promoters was dropping. The promoters was dropping the fight.
They should have picked a smaller venue. They ain't know they ain't got no following like that. They should have picked a smaller venue.
T.O. could have came before that up. We
He
should
should
have
have
broadcast.
He should have fought him in Australia.
Did y'all see Tank call out Cambosa today?
Yeah, hold up the money sign.
You heard what he said, though.
He said, "I'll fight him for free." No, not for free.
You heard what he
But
said?
yeah, he want them belts though.
No. You ain't hear what he said? He can hold the belts for me. I spanked that ass for free. Not for free, but kick me something. And I spanked that. He said, I ain't worried. You know, Tank don't really fight for no belts.
Nah,
Tank fight to kick ass and get that check. He ain't check
he
cash
ain't
in
check
business.
cash in business.
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
So now Teofimo Fowler say he gonna move him up to 140.
Wow.
Man.
So
Who can he beat in 140?
Mario Barrios, I'm guessing.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Barrios tough as shit.
Yeah, you know
Barrios tough as shit. Like,
I got Mario Barrios beating Teofimo.
man, I'm trying to tell you, T.O. like
I don't think T.O. beating Mikey Garcia.
you gotta understand, like
Hell no.
Mikey fight at 40.
that 2.5 year
Mikey
layoff.
probably knock his ass out, yo.
That 2.5 year layoff, man, that set him motherfucking back. Like, you gotta stay active. He wasn't staying active. He was running his mouth. He wasn't. I mean, come on, man.
I'm glad you said that. Nephew. I'm glad you said that. You think that Earl Spence fighting Mikey Garcia, even though Mikey called him out, diminish
Mikey.
anything diminish Earl's resume as fighting him, even though we know Mikey is not no welterweight and he dared to be
No.
great. You think that people would look at that fight down the road and say, I could stamp that as a part of Earl Spence's legacy?
Yes, because Mikey, at the time, Mikey was looking unbeatable at 40.
Yeah,
No, was he at 35
30.
or 40?
I
know
think it was
jumped-
40. I think it was 40.
And then he moved up to fight Earl. Remember, he was calling out Earl for a long time, and he really wanted to fight. He really thought he seen something in Earl that he could
Outbox.
I put it on Mikey coaches. They should have stopped that damn fight in about the 7th round, maybe the 6th, because
Yeah.
it was you just started to see Earl pull away from him, and shit, Mikey ain't even look good his last fight. I think since that fight, Mikey ain't been the same.
He tenderized.
So I think that fight will cement Earl legacy because Mikey was undefeated at the time. Mikey came off beating Adrian Broner. Broner fought at welterweight and went back down to 40. Like Mikey wasn't no walk in the park. Like we was looking. I used to thought Mikey was unbeatable at 40.
Me too.
And he beat Robert Easter Jr. Walked him. So then when he moved up, I actually thought he had a slight chance against Earl. I didn't think it was going to be.
Did
ass
he beat
whooping like
Sergey Lipinets
I'm trying to
at
think.
140? Because I think
I got
Lipinets was at
another
140.
Got another question about a name you just mentioned. AB. Is there a chance for AB? Is there a chance for AB to come back? Can AB make a return to boxing?
Let me grab that one.
You got to fight on undercard, but you go take that on. You can fight on tank undercard or something.
He would never do that. That I
Pride
know
gonna
for
get-
sure.
his pride gonna get.
But that right there is a real sensitive subject because Senior spoke on mental health early, and some people really suffer from mental health. And not knowing Adrian Broner situation, because I'm a fan definitely of Adrian Broner's, and you know, I root for him to win.
Right.
And when Broner was knocking everybody out, and I first got put on the Broner, I was watching, and I was like, "Oh, this kid, man, this kid, explosive. He let his hands go. I said, this kid can box, he can bang." And I got on him, and he ran on the street. But the answer to your question, to be honest, it's remained to be seen whether he could make a comeback back to the top. Can he do it? Of course, if he put his mind to it. I'd like to see him get a couple of those rematch fights back.
So let me ask you this, because his last fight, man, like
You do know he fought this year, right? A
His
lot
la-
of people
his-
don't even realize he
last
fought
fight,
this
his
year.
last fight, right? I don't think he threw his hands enough in that fight for me. Like, I think he was holding back a lot. But my question is, where do you think AB went wrong at? Because it was a period of time he was kicking ass and taking names. Something happened, and then that mean, like, what's your opinion on that?
I think he got money and fame too fast, and he didn't know how to deal with it because he started spiraling out of control.
Yeah.
You know, he was getting
And making
arrested.
bad investments.
Yeah, getting arrested every week. You know, he was assault cases here and there. He was getting shootouts. You know, dude shot his truck up. Remember, he was on TMZ every night. He had sex tapes coming out. He was undefeated at the time. He was young. So I can't.
Too much money too fast.
I don't know how I would act at 23, 24, a millionaire. I'm the multi-millionaire. I'm a champion in the world. Mind you, he went from 135 and jumped up to 47 and got a belt.
I mean,
And came champion being Paulie.
Full weight division champ.
He
was
served.
He got put on a pedestal real high. Now, when they started comparing him to Floyd and all
I
that,
think that was
that's where it started to get like. Because at first he was just AB, Adrian Broner. You know, come out. I remember he used to brush his hair. I remember AB for DeMarco at 35, destroyed DeMarco. I used to think nobody was going to beat AB, but he started moving up, and now you're fighting bigger guys with more power. And Marcos Maidana, you fighting Paulie Malignaggi, had 5 knockouts out of like 30 wins. He don't got no power. I could fight Paulie and go 12 rounds. You ain't fighting no Marcos Maidana who got them bricks in his hands. You understand? With all that knockout power.
Great points.
He got a wake-up call, and I think that loss, he never got over that one loss. And then he had he lost to Sean Porter. He had a draw with Jesse Vargas. He just started like going down his career.
Spiraling. So let me ask you this, Coach Squeeze. How important is that O? And how hard is it to bounce back from losing that O? In your opinion?
Like I always tell everybody, look at your greats of the old. Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard,
Roy Jones,
the Bronze Bomber, Roy Jones,
I'm gonna let you know something, but I'm gonna let you keep
Marvin Hitman
moving.
Hagler, Pernell Sweet Pea with it.
I'm waiting for you.
So
I'm waiting for you. I know I got a point for you. Did you hear all the names you named? They cut from a different cloth.
We were talking about the old old.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But these dudes ain't let that old
define
them.
But do you understand the era of names you just selected? All of them come from the same era. And tough as nails.
In today's society, nobody wants to lose their.
That's what I'm saying. They wasn't
Floyd.
They was fighting.
Floyd put that O. Floyd put that O on it, like it made it where these young fighters don't want to lose it. But I look at Canelo, who did lost to Floyd and got that one on his record, and you see when he became.
But look who he lost to.
Okay, that's a good point. All right, but look at shit. I'm sorry, but look at what's the guy fought Pacquiao 4 times?
Manuel Marquez.
Not Pacquiao. Slept him the last time they fought. Pacquiao won about 3. They had close fights every time, but it's just like you just never know. Like that fight ain't defined Pacquiao. He slept Pacquiao.
Pacquiao had like 8 losses on his record.
And Pacquiao will go down as one of the greatest. Pacquiao just lost to Ugas. Will you
Pacquiao got about 300 fights, man.
But if you want to look at Pacquiao any less though, We're not gonna pit
Look
any.
at-
We're not
I
gonna
mean,
look at him any less though.
That by these new fighters, man, this new generation. I mean, like they lose that and they locked in the closet trying to figure things out.
Charlo, he the fight. I thought he beat Tony Harris. He lost. Then he came back, knocked Tony Harris out.
I already say, but
then that last fight, Brian Castano, you remember he was hitting him with them goddamn haymakers. I thought he lost that fight.
Listen.
It's all in how you come back.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm
right now.
agreeing with
And he got a
that.
one on his record.
I'm
And
gonna
he
tell
ain't
you
let that
this right
define
now. I think Charlo lost that fight. Man.
against Brian.
Brown was nailing his ass with everything.
You know they running that back, right?
I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, bro. I felt like Charlo was never really hurt that fight, but he was getting hit with some big punches. Man, I felt like
He wasn't hurt where? He couldn't win him overhand rights.
Yeah, but he was. Look, it was a point in that fight, I think, right the 10th, where Castano was ready to go, and that bell saved him. And then he just came out the next round like a whole new nigga and just started hitting.
Understand this. One more round. Castano wins that fight.
I can't argue. Like Calvin say, you could toss a coin in the air, and it could go either way. So,
Well, one thing I gotta give Charlo credit for, he want to run them back.
yes.
Like a lot of people, they not running that shit back. Charlo like fuck that. He know he ain't do
And that's
great.
the Lord Charlo.
That's why I give Charlo his respect. Like I like that part about. He wasn't running back because Tony Wishman, he was not.
That's Jamal.
He
the
wasn't
young one
fighting
is
nobody
Jamal.
else till he seen Tony again.
Tony Harris, yeah, he wanted
Yeah.
that belt back.
He wasn't gonna pull on Team of Female.
That's what I'm saying. That loss didn't define him. That one on his record. Some people lose and they go in the goddamn closet and they start drinking.
That's what I'm
You know what
saying.
I'm saying? They get fat, they get out of shape. They just like, but then some people feed off of it and they just, it turns them into a monster.
So we got two big fights this weekend. We got Devin Haney and JoJo, and we got Tank and Eastside Cruz.
Eastside. Isaac
Now-
after the fight.
Now, if Devin Haney goes out there and get the job done, and Gervonta Tank Davis goes out there and get the job done, what would be the next fight that you would want to see from Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis?
Devin Haney versus Kambosos. No, I said that wrong. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Kambosos. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Because he got hardware.
Tank don't give a fuck about them belts though.
But hey, that would put him as the undisputed champion at 150. I mean at 135.
But they
And
ain't
he
what
already got it.
that's not even what he going for though. I mean, Kambosos. All right. I would have rather him get the belts from Tio.
No, everybody chasing Kambosos now. He the top dog. That's how it go. He got them
Yeah,
straps.
he got them
Everybody,
He got
look, Shakur Stevenson caught the boy. If you look when he won that fight, Shakur caught him out. Devin and Ryan,
Kambosos.
Kambosos.
because he got the belts. They got the
Everybody,
belts.
Shakur trying to call him out. Like everybody want to fight him now. So.
Because they know that he a beatable fighter, and he got the belts, and that's a quick fix. It's a quick fix for him. If you got all them people calling y'all at you, oh shoot, because Teofimo dropped the ball, man. He opened up Pandora's box.
Let me ask you this: Tank versus Kambosos. He get them belts. What can they say?
Nobody ain't gonna beat Tank. If Tank get them belts, I pray for everybody because he gonna be undisputed at 35 and shit. Tank a knockout Devin, Ryan, all of them. So
I would love to see. I would love to see him spank Ryan, and it's not because I want to see the skills. Ryan was in front of Iron Mike fucking Tyson, called Tank out, got Mike Tyson to FaceTime Tank. Tank said this bitch talking shit. What's up? Tank said we can fight anywhere. And Ryan went and ducked and dodged and tucked his tail, man.
That's depression.
I mean, that shit, I can't do it. I just can't do it. That's why I want to see Ryan get his ass whooped.
He went into depression.
The same reason I want to see Rolly get his ass whooped. He was talking all that shit till he was face to face with that man, looked him in his eyes at the press conference, and then you found a way out.
I do want to see. I still want to see Rolly fight. I just want to see Rolly have a fight at 40 or 35, whatever he was fighting at, and see his ass lose because I don't think he was ever on Tank level.
We know. Rolly just was a bunch of shit, man. Rolly was just a bunch of shit talking. Then the guy with the dreads, that was his father or his trainer?
No, his trainer.
His trainer. He ready to get his ass whooped too.
Yeah, he could sell a fight.
He talking that shit. He ready, man.
Rolly is going to be like the new AB. I think a loss or a knock or something like him losing in a devastating fashion.
I don't think
it'll humble.
3 years we don't know Rolly.
That's a good
3 years we don't know Rolly because the only reason why he's relevant now because I give it to him. He can sell a fight, but the only reason why we know him because he was going up against Tank.
That's true.
I ain't know who he was prior
Right.
to that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's the only reason why we know him now. That's why he's relevant.
Right.
3 years who?
You're right.
Come on, man. So Coach Squeeze, we also got two our undercard. I mean, two big fights on the undercard with Malik and with Mia Killer B. How you feel about those fights?
Mia Killer Bees is making her awaited return to the ring. 4-round bout. She say if she don't gotta go the distance, she not. I just want to see her put on a spectacular performance because she worked hard. She always stays ready.
Definitely.
Now, Malik the King Warren, that's a different thing. He always looking to inflict pain upon his opponent. But we gotta keep these kids active, man. We gotta keep them active. We can't have them fighting like once a year. That's not good for somebody.
You can't help it. You can't help it. Motherfuckers ducking them. Motherfuckers ducking, man. We called out 20 names the other week. Motherfuckers ducking them. They don't want that trouble.
I'm talking about Malik the King Warren, as far as keeping them busy, occupied, so he won't get himself in no trouble.
This is second or third fight this year. This is third or second. I believe it's his third.
This year?
Yeah.
Second. The last one he's supposed to fight in September, I think.
Oh, that's right. This would have been his third fight. This because he fought what that was, North Carolina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Beginning of this year.
That's when Mia had her last fight too. When Mia
they supposed to fight 2 months ago,
okay.
But some janky promoters.
You see?
But yeah, everything. Shit, Malik, he would fight at 130. I feel like Malik is a problem at 130, and he hit hard as hell too. I can't wait till you get some more fights in this belt so he can fight for a world title. And Mia is a straight problem. I only see Mia spar boys. She be in there sparring fun.
Mm-hmm.
She was in there sparring Lord Mike, and Lord Mike was hitting her with some. Lord Mike hit hard, and he was hitting her. And she was just walking through it, like taking it. So, man, when she get in there with a girl, it's like, because when her last fight, she fought down in South Carolina, I think the fight lasted 10 seconds. She hit the girl maybe 2 times. Once
body
ran,
shot.
and it was,
body shot. That body shot did it.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to them fights.
Yeah, man. But I definitely want to see Malik the King Warren his performance this weekend. Definitely a future champion at 130. Then he said you get down to 26.
Yeah.
Dang. That's scary. That'd be nice for him to go down to 126 and clean that division out.
I think he can clean it out.
Unify.
I think
Get
he
them
clean it out.
checks. You know what I mean? Because them kids want to eat. Get them checks. Move to 26. Clean out the division. And then start making his way up. Don't move too fast. Because how low was Malik the King Warren?
20?
I think like 20, 21.
Oh, yeah, about 20.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would definitely like to see him. But I would be interested to see him at the 126. Definitely, man.
It's good. I do too.
What would be a fight you want to see him at 126? Or 130?
We want the top
Would
dog.
that clash with Two Shot? Because Two Shot gonna fight at 126.
Gary Russell fight at the 26.
No, Gary moved up to 30, I believe.
Yeah,
now.
but I think he fight at the 126.
He wasn't at 30 at first.
Yeah.
You put Gary Russell up 2 days in a row, man.
We want the top dogs, yo.
Yeah.
We want the top dogs. I would have to look more into the 26 bracket.
What about
I
30?
ain't been
What about 30? Who you want to see him at 30?
I say give him 2 to 3 at the top more tune-up fights keep him active, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Chris Colbert.
That's a good one. That's a nice matchup
That's
right
a
there.
good one.
Chris Colbert slick too. Slick fighter. I like Chris Colbert. I'm a fan. He puts a show on every time he's out. And he's a switch hitter.
I've been a fan of him since he been Lord B-Hop. But you know, he the definition of a New York nigga too. So you know how they talk a lot. But now him and Shakur talking back, supposed to be fighting, or you know they going back and forth on Twitter. So that'd definitely be a good fight for Malik though, Chris Colbert.
Yeah, well, we got you in here, Coach Calvin Jr. How's it going coaching these Pee-wees?
Oh man, it's stressful. It's like it just give me a whole different outlook on life. Be honest with you, shit. I'm here every day now. I actually look forward to coming to the gym, seeing the kids. School back in right now, so not as many kids come.
Okay.
So I'm really just waiting for the summertime roll back around so I can have a full house again. But the kids that do still come, they're the ones that you know that's dedicated. Got Sleeper back in the building, my man Bryce.
Okay.
Still got Junior. You know,
Okay.
I'm just waiting for them to turn 8, where I can start signing them up with USA Box.
Bryce turned 8 first, am I correct?
Yes, sir. And I talked to Junior and I said, you know, Bryce gonna turn 8 first, so we're gonna start to have to take him to tournaments first, and you know, you're gonna have to be there to be his supporter. You know, they like brothers anyway, so he already understood. And I'm just waiting for my babies to turn 8, sign them up with USA Boxing, and create some more.
What about
national
Tavon
champions.
and Destroyer?
Oh yeah, that's another one. He's actually out right now with COVID, so I'm just hoping he get better. Tavon is that squeeze, Lord dude. Tavon is a problem. He real soft spoken. You may look at him and may think he don't fight how he look, but you put him in that ring, he ain't taking no step backwards.
Tavon gonna be a sleeper. They gonna look at them eyes, think he old pretty boy.
Tavon is
he gonna rock him right to sleep.
Tavon is 8, and he's the one. I'm ready to sign him. I was just talking to his mother. He is the one that I pit in the ring with. That's the only one Junior can spar, because Junior's so advanced and so above all the other kids, except for Tavon. Tavon is the only one that gives Junior a challenge where they make each other better. And Tavon is already 8. He's bigger, stronger, faster than Junior. So I can't imagine when Junior turned 8. So, like I said, I'm just waiting for the kids to turn 8, and so I can sign them up with USA Boxing. Definitely ready to put Tavon, sign him up where I can start him going with tournaments. But you know, he was just doing the football thing, so I just didn't want.
Him and Bryce was doing the football.
Yeah, so now football season over. They said they focused back 100% on boxing. So I'm just. Hey, every day I still learn from Squeeze. When I see him in there doing stuff with the kids, working out, like I just like you give me game just about life. So I just love being here, working with the kids. Everybody helps each other, want to grow. Everybody want to see each other.
But you definitely came a long way with the sport detail, blow for blow, and when you working with them, you tell them, I don't want to see nothing else. I just want to see this. So
no, I learned that from Calvin.
Yeah,
Kenny, Coach Squeeze, Coach Hunter. I just
sometimes I be all over the place though, nephew. You actually like you giving a format and you want them to do that at a time.
Right.
You know what I mean? You definitely want to, and I can see in their performances. You know what I mean? So
I just try to teach them every day, take it one day at a time. We working on, like the day we was working on just our footwork, how to move side to side, back and forth. Because a lot of people just don't even work on the simple things of just feet work, of just
you really teaching the basics of the boxing.
You got to. I start with the basics, then we can get with all the But no, them kids came a real long way. They teach me. You know, as much as I teach them, they teaching me pad work. I learned.
Couple of them hitters look like they missing though. Couple of the babies that was coming, some serious hitters. Even the girls, little dark skin girl Anna.
Yeah, you know Anna.
Anna can crack.
Yeah.
So what you think about Put Up or Shut Up this weekend? That was the fight. You was there. What you think about that?
Man, we made history. It was the first ever unification amateur bout in history. I can't wait till we do it again. I've never been to no event like that where kids put up their belts and you take the other kid belt and it, like you could feel the tension in the air when they was doing them face-offs with each other.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Just the whole presentation of the show was just excellent. I want to give a shout out to Rise.
What do you think about your commentators?
I just said I want to give a shout out to Rise.
What do you think
Then
about
I
the
just said I want to give a
commentators?
shout out to Rise
You know, what
podcast.
you think about
My
the
man,
commentators?
Senior Squeeze, they did an excellent job broadcasting. Like, shit.
Our first time.
You wouldn't know. Shit, I thought they was pros. They was up there like goddamn Sean Porter and Roy Jones or somebody.
I mean, I do what I do.
They was doing. It was an excellent job. The show was fantastic. It was the shit. That was the best boxing event ever in Baltimore. And I've been to some boxing events, but I mean, it was people standing on their feet, and we only on the 5th fight. We still got 6 more fights to go. Like, it was just an excellent show, and just to give kids the exposure, just to let them know they could do this. It was just a good event, just to expose the kids to,
All right. Well, I ain't gonna hold you up.
Yeah,
Any closing remarks, Coach Squeeze, Coach Calvin Jr.?
I just want to thank these brothers for bringing me back on the show. Squeeze for showing me all the techniques and just boxing knowledge that he give me.
No problem, man.
Coach G for being the big bro to me, giving me game.
Down, man.
You know,
we gotta stop hating on each other, on race. Lift somebody up.
I told you. Only
tear
reason
them
I'm
down.
here is because I was pushing you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
don't tear it down. If you can't pick a person up, then don't do nothing at all.
Keep moving.
You know what I mean? Ain't no hate in our blood and what we doing. We really want to see people win. And my closing arguments is stay tuned for Sunday. We're gonna get some fireworks. I'm not overlooking Eastside Cruz. Tank is the real deal, man. He gonna show you Sunday. Devin Haney, don't make me look bad. Bill Haney, I'm trying to get y'all on the show. So
we need Porter first. We need Sean Porter first.
Yeah,
Sean Porter called you out.
Sean Porter, I know you retired, but me and Senior nephew coming up there, we gonna get that spawn match you asking for. I'm saying I lost, I can have my diabetes, man. That's all I gotta say.
Anything, Coach Calvin Jr.?
Man, just live life. Everybody stay safe. I want to be making a big announcement right here on the Rise Podcast. Your new host in the building. Slide over, Senior. It's in the building. You gotta get out the camera. In the building. I'm taking over from now on. Me and Squeeze in the show. Me and Squeeze in the show. I'm out of here.
Peace. The Rise Podcast. Like and subscribe.
Thank y'all for tuning in, baby.
Smash.